Wahoo!
So we come back. The snow has died down. You are coming back down. It's later in the day. Waylon, I'm assuming that you're going to the aerodrome to because you have an appointment with a whole bunch of fleets.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, Waylon. Did we have somewhere we were definitively before this?
Well, you mean like where you physically were?
I mean,
Yeah.
the night before, I think we were all resting in the. I mean, you were resting in the tavern, and Abby, Isina, Jean, and inexplicably Jean were aboard the Reverie. So that means you're in charge of going to the airstrip
Yeah.
to hold up your appointment that you made.
Oh.
I don't think
Man.
we've even landed. I don't think we've landed yet, have we?
Oh,
Not yet.
Man.
So
I mean, we're
Waylon-
making Grizz fly, remember?
That's true.
Like, he's our designated pilot person.
Yeah, he's the autopilot whenever we're busy.
You can't just call him an autopilot.
Well, listen. When you're drunk most of the time that you're piloting, it's hard to it's hard to stand on his side.
Okay.
I mean, listen, he's my father figure, you know? He's not perfect, but, you know. Anyways, is that how we're opening up? Do I need to go do that right now? Is it
Yeah.
time?
This time. Unless there's anywhere you want to go in the city before you go to the aerodrome. I do want to mention that stocks have restocked since it is the beginning of the season. All cities have restocked their supplies.
No, I don't think there's anything that I really need to do other than mentally brace myself for this shit show.
Oh yeah.
Just real quick, where did you guys say you had ended up?
Above,
Up.
like basically straight up.
What? What does
Well,
that
there
mean?
was a dragon flying around the city skies, and we.
What, you in the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if anything, Raylan's gonna panic when he gets back to the aerodrome and the Reverie's gone.
I mean, he may look up and see it hovering or coming down, but
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see it coming down.
Okay. I guess I will head to the dockyards. The air yards, the skyport, Sky
Alright.
Harbor.
All right. As you are going into the aerodrome, you see that there are guards that look at you, see that you are armed, and they give you a salute. Thank you, adventurer. Thank you for helping us with the situation that we had.
Waylon is definitely hungover. I think he started this session laying on the floor of the tavern. And is like this
Oh,
guy
kid.
wants
Oh,
to give,
bud.
like, gives him the most
kid.
like
Okay. Cool.
and it's just gonna power on past.
You go through the aerodrome, and you can see that one of them does have a new airship docking, and it is the Reverie. Fresh from its snowy voyage.
Not even okay. Just whatever. I'm gonna roll with the punches there. At least it's here. What is the situation at the old skyport here? How many crews are gathered expecting my arrival?
You can see there's a good chunk of crews here and a good chunk of crews that'll just. There are a lot of crews that you recognize that are packing up their airship. And some of them notice you. They give you a wave like, hey, see you over at Satir.
Oh. Okay, interesting.
Wait, is that where we agreed to meet everybody? I thought we were doing that here.
No, I did tell them that they should. We were gonna go to Satir to get everybody
Oh, jeez.
set up for us heading to the Glavados place, which name escapes me. I keep trying to say Barovia, and that's super not it.
That's close. It's Bravania.
It's Bravania, thank you.
Instead of Strahd, is it like Strode?
I'm gonna okay, so everybody's getting packed up and like no, is there anyone here who's like expecting me in like expecting to talk to me, waiting for me to be here, anything like that, or are they just kind of like autonomously operating at the moment?
Kind of autonomous. Although most of them are autonomous. You are going to come across a group of adventurers. A Backnami, a Moogle, a Hume, and a Numo all come up to you.
Hello, whoa, hey, whoa, all right.
Hey, yeah, you're the kid my group was telling me about.
Yeah. Oh, that's you. Oh, right. Fuck, I give Jean all the papers. I don't know what their names are. Yeah. That's
Oh, is
I'm
this Starshine?
I'm high captain of this operation. Oh God. Oh my God, how does Grits do this? Yeah. Did they fill you in on what we're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna be plundering a bunch of ships, like working together as our own fleet.
Yeah, everyone's gonna travel in a relative convoy out towards Satira Isle. Are you familiar with where that is?
Not really. We're from Mulan.
Well, first and foremost,
Down south. Yeah,
oh fuck, Satir's in a yacht, no?
Yes.
it sure
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh shit. I'm gonna need Lipton and lever or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, as a heads up, yeah, Satir's on the far side. It has a yacht. It is in a yacht. So, presuming your ship can't fly in a yacht, and if it can, don't tell me. Wink. And we're gonna gather together on the outskirts. There's gonna be I'm gonna be passing out coordinates here in a minute once I get everybody's comm systems all on the same, line.
Oh, we don't have a ship.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah, when we mentioned that, you said it was okay.
Yeah, no, I'm certain I did. Okay. No, that's fine.
Certain I did.
We can work on outfitting you guys the ship when we get there. Then there'll be enough salvage and things in the meanwhile. All right. In which case, okay, go ahead. You see that ship that's covered in snow for some reason? That's the Reverie. Go ahead, get your stuff together. You guys can pile on there. Ask for the acting quartermaster. I don't know whose job it is today. And they'll get you settled in. We've got the cots for it, as well as there should be some crates and nets for you to stick your stuff in.
Okay.
Do you need anything? I don't know, medications? Anyone need any, accommodation of anything in particular?
I think we're pretty good, yeah.
All right. Well, then, get on with it and go ahead and get aboard. I'm Waylon Hart. It's a pleasure to meet you properly.
Uh, yeah, nice to meet you properly. The back Nabby's gonna come over, shake your hand. Cricket's the name.
Cricket? All right.
Cricket,
Cricket.
yeah.
Cricket? Like TH at the end?
Yeah. TH at the end.
Okay. Gotcha. And is your crew have a name?
Yeah, we're the Starshine Glow. You signed us
Okay,
on.
yes. No, yeah. Oh, I have my quartermaster was taking notes.
Okay.
We talked to like 50 boats or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so, all right, Cricket, go ahead, yeah, get your crew, get set up, get settled, get comfortable, etc. We should have enough rations, fuel, etc. So just ask for Jean, and they'll tell you how you can be most useful for the travel.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Pardon me. Is there any like shipped like crates nearby, like a wooden crate?
Yes. You can find wooden crates. You can find benches. You can find a whole bunch of stuff.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a wooden crate, push it into the center of this little sky harbor. I don't care who it belongs to. And I'm gonna step on top of it, and I will just call out across the sky harbor, like give a loud like "Oi!" and then immediately wince, like just to be completely overcome by how fucking loud that is. Um, those of you flying, with the Heart Fleet to Satir, have your comms officers come rendezvous at the Reverie. Whilst there, we'll do the connections. Anyone needs any accommodations, anything in extra, gaps filled. I don't care what it is. We need to know it. Come with a list. File in, get this done as quickly as possible, and then we'll be on our way. We'll go make some damn money. Like, look around, see if anybody has any questions or is like, waiting for me to say anything.
Yeah, people don't seem to have really any questions. You'll have 5 representatives from the other crew coming up. There'll be a Banga, there'll be a Vieira. You will get a Mughal, a Hume, and a Sikh, all coming up as the communications officers for the different crew.
Okay.
You do not see representation from the backstabbers.
Of course not.
It's too early in the morning to think about that. Cool. I'm gonna call down Lever. I think that's the nickname we gave Thranduil. From the boat.
I thought that was Lifton, because Lifton and
No,
Lever.
Lifton's the
pulley? I don't know.
a pulley. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? This was like a year ago.
It's definitely I don't. Why did we give them nicknames? That's.
Hey, Lever. I need you to. You're a researcher, right? Originally.
Yeah, scholar.
Great. Do you know how to? How's your handwriting? You good?
Pretty damn good, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I need you to handle the facilitation of comms coming in. Basically, we need to hand out our comms information to the representatives from these crews, and I need the list consolidated and properly marked for what they're all gonna need if they need anything. Can you handle that?
Yeah, I can handle that.
All right, thank you. You're the best. You need anything, you let me know.
Sure.
No, you know what? I don't want to bother you with this. I'll just, I'll be back eventually. I just gotta go get something for my head.
Well,
Thanks.
yeah, you're welcome. She is going to work with the other crews to hand out the communication information.
Okay, cool. I would like to go back to the Reverie then, and approach them as they're docking, and just kind of like have my hands out, like a kind of just sort of like a what the fuck, guys. Like, um, um, yeah, I'll go rejoin the crew.
All right. A Moogle from one of the other groups is going to run up to you and give you a Chronos tier.
Oh,
Death to Kronos.
Thank you for having
oh.
us, Kupo.
Why is Kronos crying?
I will
I
respond.
don't know, but he should be. What's it do?
Yeah, I will take this Chronos tier, which I'm writing down on my sheet right now. What does that do?
Chronos tier will cancel slow, stop, and sap.
Oh, that's actually useful. Yeah, I speak Mogri more or less now, so I'll hit him with a thanks. Cheers, equivalent.
Just don't forget to end it with Kupo, otherwise they don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Kupo, yeah, Kupo. Working on the conversational. Okay, hell yeah. You said it stops, slows, and what?
It cancels stop, slow, and sap. It is a gift from Morad in chat.
I thought so.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, cool. All right, I pocket that, and now I'm gonna go join the crew. Hey, somebody lower the ladder.
Abby will like pop her ears up over and go, "Oh, hey kid, here you go," and just huck it over.
I'm gonna clamber up, and immediately as I get over the top and out of the immediate speaking range of the rest of the crews, be like, "Why the fuck is the ship covered in snow? It's
Winter
it's
Dragon.
not-
Yeah.
You can say it so just so plainly.
What?
Listen, you were hungover. We let you sleep, but like, yeah, there was a dragon, and it was flying around, and it wanted to like spread Christmas joy. And I think Abla was kind of involved with it, but I'm not sure. And it told us some things.
Okay. Okay, let me go change, and then
Yeah, how you
and then
doing,
we
kid?
can. Alcohol is bad for you.
I mean,
That's why people don't let other young people drink it. But really, these two, that's their problem.
see, you say it like it's a bad thing.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
See,
I'll be right
I
back.
drink. There's no problem.
I am.
No, not related to the drinking, at least. No.
I'm gonna. Waylon is gonna real quickly change out of his dirty attire into a slightly less dirty, but certainly not washed other attire that he has. Slap on the old the old trench coat that he the old Salvador trench coat. And Pseudo will be back in 2 seconds. He has to pee so bad.
Oh.
It's fans.
And then I want to know what the hell happened to this boat.
Just a little snow.
Yeah.
Just
Frankly,
teensy bit.
it's fine. Listen, now compared to what happened to everywhere else in the city, I'd say we got almost nothing, and that the snow. It's kind of strange that the snow was stayed on our ship more.
I mean, column A, column B. It's fine.
What in the?
There we go. Everyone's all here.
The gang's all here. We're all standing, and Grits is sideways. Woo!
What else is
Everyone.
new? The sideways grits is fairly normal.
Sideways Grits is so funny every time.
Listen, the problem is that once he it just imagine the danger he'd pose if he if he was vertical. When we're sideways, we're dead. When Grits is sideways, everything's
He's
normal.
alive.
Turns out when Grits tries, he becomes like Shaggy.
You challenging me, man? God, yes, we just talked about Dragon and had like a bunch of stuff revealed to us. Wintermas, am I right?
Wintermas. It's the most winter.
Yeah, I guess after like tossing the ladder over, I'd just be like leaning on the edge of the ship watching the rest of the crews as they all get like their stuff together. Waiting for the Starshine Glow to, I guess, jump aboard.
I'm back.
Hello.
No,
Welcome
you're
back.
Pseudo.
Here comes Pseudo in control.
Lifton's gonna be helping Starshine Glow onto the ship.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna come back out from the underdeck. Chewing on some of the hard, like, gently suckling on some hard tack. Softening it so slowly.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but when
You know what? It's the comfort food for him.
when you started saying that, I thought you were gonna say the hard wood. Like he's just
No.
chewing on a piece
You know what? I
of
was actually
piece of
imagining like a
wood.
really like tan piece of leather, just like.
Waylon eating
How
a
much
raw
better?
eye like a fucking dog.
Don't tell him that's what the hardtack is supposed to be for him. Listen, I can make all these foods and kid ask for hardtack. I'm gonna humor it. It's
Everything else would just make him throw up.
like a lemon spread. I could do something similar. You could get a little more flavor in your life. Like
Lindless company bread.
Hey, crew. Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
A better
buddy.
night?
That was nice. We're gonna have some more crew come aboard. The Star Breeze, the Star Shines, the
The
hey,
Starshine.
Starshine. Yes, the first ones we
Yeah.
recruited.
the
who
Star Glow
didn't have a
Super
ship.
Shines are gonna be up here.
Yeah, of course. I
and
mean, yeah, we knew about this.
Yeah,
We
I just
did.
mean like they'll be here any minute. So like, let's act like we're professionals, I guess.
I mean, we are.
I mean, we are, yeah, but we haven't done anything yet, so we have to kind of, not. We don't want to. I don't want to shake the confidence before we even get into battle or anything crazy. So just, I mean, I'm not worried about you guys. Honestly, I'm not worried about you guys. What the? Oh, right. Sorry. As I was saying earlier, why is the boat covered in snow, and how does that involve a dragon? Did we fight a dragon while I was asleep? Did you guys fight a dragon while I was asleep?
I mean, If
I-
by
I-
fight you mean have an intellectual conversation, then yes.
I'm getting the sense you didn't mean that, Waylon.
What did you do? What is going on?
So, last night was apparently Wintermas. Happy Wintermas, buddy. Uh, and with that, the entire town got snowed in by a magical talking dragon that came in with bringing in tons of snow, and we all went up to find. Well, we didn't know it was the dragon until we went up into the sky, and it boarded, and it was huge, way bigger than the one that took down the Reverie, actually.
Well, that was a wyvern, not a dragon. Like I think the
Well,
different.
still they're somewhat similar. But the point be, you are correct that it wasn't a dragon.
You're saying all scale can look the same? That's speciesist. Anyway,
We don't have time to unpack this right here. Anyways, the thing was, it was amicable, lovely. Was talking. It was a lovely. It was a lovely time. Was gonna give us answers about everything. We'd have big philosophical debates about like the nature of reality, about like reality and stuff. It gave us a nice bit of money. It told Leah where the Mabel Hanover book is, and Leah told that to Mullencomb. Kind of kind of a average winter miss, I suppose.
I want to clarify something before I jump to any conclusions or escalate. Who's Mabel what?
The books. Remember the big fancy books that were making a whole
The
stink
books?
over?
the
Looks
ones
at
that
Mullen-
Mollenkopf
Mullen-
literally talked to the three of us about getting, and apparently has also told Cinna or Leah, or both.
Made a
So
unspoken
piecing it
threat
all
about it
weird
to
together.
us. The
You
author
know,
doesn't
right
matter
before
so
she
much.
jumped off the ship and just disappeared into the ether like a whatever the hell she is.
Yeah, and okay, cool. Yeah. And so just so I understand. You after that happened, Mullencomp? Why would we tell Mullencomp anything? Isn't she evil? Am I missing something?
Yeah, I'm still kind of not sure about that one from Leah's behavior either.
Leah?
I mean,
She is just sitting on the front of the boat, dangling her legs over the edge and fiddling, like she's flipping a gill coin up in the air and catching it every now and then. Looks back. Yes.
Do you want to explain what the hell is going on and why everybody is saying that you called Mullencomp to give Mullencomp, if I'm understanding correctly, helpful information?
Because I did.
Okay.
There's a
wouldn't
smile on her face.
Okay, I'm gonna take this so slow because I
to
I
be
don't
fair,
wanna-
kid,
don't
I wouldn't
wanna
exactly call it calling. It was more of a weird, what looked to be a very painful, magic-y thing.
Oh yeah, hurts like hell.
Then why the hell would you do it?
I pulled my end of the deal.
I'm sorry. Wait, am I? Is it? Am I speaking to Leah or Cinna right now?
Oh come on,
That's
kid. You
Leah.
know which one.
You would be astounded by how much I do not know which one.
Waylon,
Just pay attention to how
kid,
she's talking, anyways. But yes,
look
that's
at her
Leah.
eyes.
I don't know. I don't. Okay. All right. Okay.
Listen, Leah's confident. Leah's most likely to commit a war crime, and Cinna's the kind of quiet, like, Good
Okay.
smoking buddy.
And which one does this constitute? Is this the war crime one, or is this
We've been telling you repeatedly that it's Leah. I don't know how much more clear.
No,
we
no,
can
no.
be.
I'm saying, okay. I'm trying to get a grasp on how angry I should be right now. How, how, how bad is this? What you've done?
I mean,
Someone who isn't Leah Sinha. Someone explain to me, how bad is this?
for us personally, I'm not certain.
We were never told exactly how grave this was supposed to be, were we?
But yeah, I don't think we actually were. I think we just assumed that because it's Molotov that we don't want it to happen.
Yeah, I mean, she's evil, right? We are all on the same page that she's incredibly evil.
But at least
That depends on your perspective, kid.
from the perspective of most people I've seen affected by her, it seems not exactly, at least very. It doesn't seem like the most cheerful person in all of Italy. You know.
Listen, to some
Okay.
people in the Civil War, Glabados are the greatest shit to walk the earths, and to the rest of us, we hate them with a passion. It's all kind of relative. I guess until we know exactly what the hell she's really doing, like, can we really judge?
She scares the hell out of me, so that's my judgment.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like, the vibe check from her is like heebie-jeebies. Like, I swear she could smell the fact that I had that book on me at one point, which was already scaring me half to a grave.
Okay. All right. Oh my God, I don't have time for this right now. Oh God. Okay. And did we tell anybody about this?
Yes.
Okay. 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 I don't know.
There's
I don't know.
not
I
much
don't
to do
know.
about it right now.
There's not a lot to do about it right now, so I'm just gonna move on. Alrighty.
That's a good idea, kid.
Oh my God! If I will be so mad if I understand the situation correctly in the future, I will be so mad, maybe, or happy. I don't know yet. God damn it!
Or happy, maybe.
All right,
You know what,
yeah,
Wailing? Hold on to that ambiguity.
Let's just let's get this show on the road, huh? We've got other people to impress. No more calling Mullencomp.
No promises.
I'm shifting my. I'm pointing at Leo when I say that, and and when no promises get said, I instead shift my point to Abby, and I'm like, no more calling Mullencomp.
I don't know how she did it. Just that it happened.
It wasn't through our radio.
No.
Just said it was magic.
Everything is
listening.
magic.
Technology is not magic, kid.
No one knows how technology works.
You do. You know this. Of anybody here, you're the one who knows this the most.
I to be honest, it's completely vibes based. You just kind of do it until it works. It's effectively magic.
I mean, this is base, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get this shit then, huh?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna. I guess we have to wait until
Hey,
Soul
nerds get me?
Crandall is done. So I'm just gonna kind of get the ship ready for travel.
All right, fantastic.
You know, as if it didn't just get back from said travel.
I'm not acknowledging that. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened. This is.
We went up, we flew around, and then we came back down. We traveled.
Yeah, yeah, I do know in theory that is what happened.
Yeah. Well, do you want to? Everyone's able to get loaded onto the ship. Do you want to give Bravania and Bravania held cities a wide berth like you were doing before?
Pairing.
Repeat that last sentence. A what?
A wide
Pairing.
berth?
Came around.
Give
I
Pervadian
was trying to make sure you
territories
guys
a
could do
wide
that.
berth. He meant.
You know,
Um,
dodge the douchebags again.
Give them. Yeah, we're. Yeah, I would like to. The way I'm intending this to kind of go down is, we, are going to take off, and then after we get everybody's ship's comms kind of linked together, we will essentially fly ahead of everybody else faster, and when we get to a heading that changes, we will then radio that back and that information, and then just like everybody kind of follows in our wake, just going point to point to point, and our end destination can't be Satir on account of the yacht, so we need to find a place
There you go.
The
to
ferry.
kind of the what?
The ferry.
Oh yes, yeah. We need to find a place to ferry. Which I'm thinking well, crew. I'm open to ideas. I was thinking it would make sense to do it either in the mountains to the south of Satir, or in the deserts, maybe.
The south of mountains, south of Satir.
Yeah. Am I insane? Hang on.
It's an island.
No, yeah. I know it's an island, but like I meant like on the mainland nearby, because since they can't fly into the yacht.
Okay.
If you go into the map, like,
Yeah, I gotta
unfortunately, Bravania is like the closest city that does offer ferry services
Mm-hmm.
without having to go like all the way around the like yachts to the south.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we would
Hang
need
on,
to either go way up north and hook around over the Arcadian Empire, or go down south around Kurwan. Which makes this really, really funny that the one place that we would need to stop is, in fact, Burvania, unless there's a smaller port town, like, further south of there.
What's that small island to the south of Burvania on the map? And is that in a yacht?
That is not in a yacht.
What is that island? Is it controlled, contested, abandoned? Is it anything in particular going on with that?
It's within Bravania like territory, but it's not like a part of the city. There isn't too terribly much that goes on there. There's from the times that you've gone there, there's some cities on the island, there's some towns, there's a lot of agriculture, a lot of farming going on.
Okay. Oh man, we have to ferry people to the island, and then we have to deal with this. Because like the skyboats can't typically go in the water, can they?
Usually not.
Usually not. Yeah.
They should.
So we need a.
It'd be kind of
fucking-
cool, but
We need like a sister port. This is tough. What are these mountains to the south of south of Bravania here? I'm trying to remember where the deserts that we did all that those exchanges in were.
Well, there's the desert where the oil rig blew up was to the northeast of Satir, Yensa.
Oh, that's up
Oh.
there.
Yes.
Oh, and is that a yacht? I mean, I'm trying to
That is
Twin
within a
Mouse.
yacht, yes.
Fuck.
Yeah,
damn.
we do a mild amount of yacht flying in.
We do.
Yeah.
I've become completely desensitized.
The first
Okay.
jailbreak that you did was far to the west near Helge, also in a yacht.
Okay.
Let's not do there. Let's not go kick that hornet's nest.
Oh my god. All right, crew. Any ideas here? Where can we need to ferry these? We need to ferry from somewhere.
I
so we can
mean,
get enough. We have to do a Netherite heist
realistically,
or
would
an
the
Omniscient heist.
crews ferrying over be known against Bavania? Or could they just
Oh.
pose as normal travelers going through? Because if they could just pose as a normal traveler going through, then we need to take a pit stop at Satir as we pass over to Galtea, and well, they don't need to know that they're not actually going to go on to Galtea.
Yeah. I mean, it could work once, but we run this risk of giving up the game early if we're not careful. Okay. What's the travel? Just real quick. Last bit of logistics here. What's the travel time from, say, got map real quick. Oh, hey. Oh, god damn it. So I'm noticing there's like these are two different yachts between the Galatean yacht, the one that Dalmasca is in.
Yep.
And the Kirwan yacht. They're two different ones technically.
Yep.
Is there a thin divide there in the center where you can pass through, or is
It is super thin and not recommended. But there is a divide in there. There are people who usually,
Okay.
if you want to tell someone that you're a goddamn good pilot, you say that you've flown through there before. It's a done the Kessel
boy.
run within 14 parsecs kind of thing.
Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna radio everybody to meet on the western shores of, I guess, where Stone Sop is there in Kirwan. I'm gonna, oh, you know what? No, yeah, fuck it. That island you said, that agriculture that was south of Bavania.
Yeah.
I think yeah, I'll direct everybody to meet there for refueling. Yeah, we'll direct it. We'll go there first for refueling, and then we'll move on from that point, because I think we're gonna have to do some pirate shit to make this work.
There isn't a large enough city to sustain refueling ships, but everyone can meet you there if you so desire.
I feel this tremendous weight on my shoulders right now. This is a nightmare. What's that little big chunk of island south of Ravinia? Not the tiny one we were just talking about. The one even further next to the mountains. What is that?
Oh, that is a significantly less inhabited desert island.
There's the
Perfect.
world.
All right, we're going there.
All right, perfect. Are you going to cut through, or are you going to try and make it look like you can't fly through a yacht? You'll be cutting off the corner.
We're gonna go around. We have to lead the train with like the our map coordinates and everything. We're gonna go around the yellow Rosarian yacht on the spine there, or on the mountains, and then come around essentially.
Alrighty. In that case, it is going to be about 2,500 kilometers. Do you want to tackle this using... What speed do you want to tackle this? I should ask.
I don't
That's
know
our-
what the median speed of our fleet is, so
Well,
go
we-
on.
I mean, if for our own sake, we will not be able to make that. We will need to go at economy speed to make it, or else we will run out of gas at right there.
Okay.
I thought we would have
Okay.
topped up like right before
I
leaving
mean,
the
even if
city.
we top off, and let's assume we did, let's just say we did, just for the sake of it. Our full tank is 20. Our range is exactly 2,500 kilometers.
Is Sporm
Sporm?
Huh?
Sporm?
Storm.
It's this little dinky little area at the end of a river.
Yeah.
That's not in the yacht there. Is that a decent sized city at all?
Yeah,
Could
it's a
it
decent
handle
size.
refueling?
Yeah, anything that has a marker that isn't in a yacht can handle refueling.
Okay, cool. In which case, yeah, we're going to. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make sure everybody knows that we're going to Sprom first for refueling, and then it's gonna be the long. Do we have enough fuel, Quartermaster, to make it from Sprom to that island now, or are we gonna have to stop at Slayborn?
I mean, the route said it was 2,500 kilometers, so like as long as we stop fuel, and again, the fact is that if we went on econ speed, we would be fine.
Yeah, we just don't know what the rest of this crew is. We gotta like accommodate.
Yeah, and that's
What the
kind
rest
of
of them can do.
that's what part of that is too. I think that
Mm.
still is wise to stop anyways there
Yep.
to overall check.
So it'll be
Everywhere else
1,000 kilometers to make it to Sprom, and then 1,500 from Sprom to the island.
What's our ship maximum?
2,500.
Oh,
That much.
did you?
This is a nightmare. I can't believe we're actually doing fucking ship sailing logistics right now.
Hey,
I mean, it's travel.
Natsu, did you ever take away that money that I marked?
No, I left that in the finances tab because I wasn't
Yeah.
sure what actually was being
that's
spent
fair.
and not spent.
Okay. Who has navigation on their character sheet as a skill?
I have some, not a ton.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you.
Is anybody
have
else
more
got
than I.
navigation?
No.
It's reasonable. Okay, I think that's me then. All right. So okay. All right. That means I need to do my due diligence, I guess.
Fuck, that's what I should have made routes of.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm at 50 in it. Next time we definitely should consider getting navigation. Somebody else should be navigation officer because holy shit, there's a lot to keep track of here. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go to Sporm. We'll go to Sporm. Refuel, and then from there we'll go to that desert island. And I think if that works, then we'll just do it that way for now. And worst case scenario, we'll ferry in some fuel.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. It will take about 6 hours travel time and refueling time before you can get to that island. Thranduil will keep all of the ships updated. Some of them will be able to navigate to the ship without needing to refuel. Some of them will follow you to Sprom. Some of them will go on coasting speed. A lot of them are... A good chunk of them are modern airships. Some of them are traditional. But yeah. In Sprom,
Okay.
does anyone want to check any of the shops or anything while the ship's refueling?
That would be I suppose I could. Let me see what the.
See
I
it.
could even do that thing that I just mentioned right now. There's so many. You've got so many enemies in the book now. QB
Oh, in the
in the roll 20.
yeah.
Enemies abound.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right, so there
Yeah, I'll go.
is. If you go to the store, you'll see that there is one tier 3 job, and of the shops, there's up to tier 6 cloths, and you can
Oh.
purchase. You can purchase the next book if you so desire.
Would be.
Oh, we're also on. We already have Sprum on our long range communicator. Never mind.
Yeah, you do.
We've been here.
Oh.
We forgot.
Well, we've been a lot of years.
No,
So.
no way we've been here. I would know if we've gone to a place named Sporm.
You have.
No.
Can I
No.
see if there's at
we
least
certainly have.
a leadership level 3 book?
Or do you mean,
Yes.
when you said the new books, did you mean the
New crafting books.
awesome purchase?
Oh, shit.
All
How
right,
much?
that is.
Yeah, I guess those are kind of auto buys. Like that's pretty.
There are 2 of them, and they are 600 each.
Easy. That's an easy thing for me to get. I could even know my own.
You said tier 6 cloth?
Yes.
How
There-
much?
There is 32 crafting points worth.
Do you need?
I'm
Alright.
going to, yes. I mean, that's going to be too short of what I need still, but
Yeah, no, I'd say let's buy it then. Get as much as we can.
how much is it
When we
for all of
can.
it?
See. 32, you said?
Please up that.
32.
That's 10,400 gil at a
Mhm.
market value.
I
For
mean, we're-
all that magic silk or gold
We're
thread.
gonna need it.
Which one are you looking for, anyways? Just if it matters.
It does not matter.
I'll say magic silk. Sounds cool.
I mean, it would be for a magic user, so magic silk would make sense.
Works. All right.
I mean, that's a big chunk of it. The rest of it's gems when the time comes, but there's some other miscellaneous stuff. But cloth is the biggest. Well, other than gems.
All right. Sold out of tier 6 materials.
They only have freaking cloth here.
They only had cloth.
That's
And
messed
we
up.
picked up every goddamn crate.
Yep.
All one of them. I'm assuming 6 cloth does not take up that much space.
If you have 10 crafting points of Hagane to spare, they will take it off your hands.
No, but we have a crate of woot steel.
Haganes?
They're looking for Hagane.
What?
I don't know who that is.
It's a tier 3 metal.
Oh, no, I definitely don't think we've ever purchased that.
That is
Nope.
A-okay.
No, surprisingly, our basic material stocks are incredibly low.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do a ramp up here sooner or later.
Well, it's because we purchase and use materials in the same
Yeah, we do kind
breath
of
most of the time.
immediately rotate through stock and not,
We don't really
bank it.
stockpile.
It's fair.
Though, I mean, to
So-
be fair, we also don't do much crafting outside of the,
Times.
alchemical and food.
Fair. So I linked you the tier 6. I saved it so that everyone can see the tier 6 weapons and armor ability crafting book in Roll20. I do have a cooking recipe book as well. However, I need to resubscribe to Pro in order to upload it because I'm
Oh,
currently a lot. My storage is way too high. So,
Yeah, I've been there.
uh, or at least what I need for
Tell us
storage
about
is
it.
much higher than what I have on a basic plan. So, gonna have to pay Roll20.
Damn you, capitalism!
So, yeah. And just to keep you updated, I think that is all just meals for tier 6 when it comes to cooking and alchemy. So, yeah.
I don't remember. I briefly glanced through it, but mostly just to make sure I knew what my recipes were.
Yeah. I think I can send it to you in the scheduling, or at least the
so the
PDF.
so 1800 gil for all three then, or
Oh, it's only 1200 because there's only 2 books.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me get.
Yeah, because like
That's
equipment counts as like one book, and then like consumables counts as another one.
Yeah,
Seems.
pretty much.
okay.
Abby, you said you wanted to look for a skill book?
Yes.
Perfect. What do you
Despite
like?
the fact that I have yet to read the first one properly, I still want to make sure I could like start going
Keep
through
reading.
quickly.
Right? Yep. All right. So you're looking for a tier 2 of which one?
It would be the tier 3 leadership. Should be the 30 to 40 range, I believe.
Yep, that would be tier 3. Can you roll me a D100 to see if you can find it?
D100, yes I can.
Yippee!
13!
Hey, you sure can find it. And since it's not a learned skill, that is going to be 3000 gil.
Abby will pay that out of pocket. 'Cause
Fantastic.
she can.
You got it. Cinna, is there anything you want to do in the town?
I have nothing that I need to do now.
All right, fantastic. In that case, after a bit, everyone's able to come on back by the time that the ship is done refueling, and you can take back off. Is there any crafts that anyone wants to do within these flying times?
I have some research that I would like to do, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, and I'd like to get my stupid book read.
Uh,
The first one.
It's reading books is the natural enemy of this boat. Um. Yeah. I would like to do some research. And I don't know if there's a way to really do this easily here. So understandable if you tell me to do it later. But we need to do a crazy. I need to research what's going on in the war effort right now, in the war, and where like the front line is, and if I can, also like where are the biggest battles taking place right now? Is there any like really contested territory? Stuff like that.
You want to get a lead on where to attack, huh?
Attack or,
We
pick the battlefield
need,
afterward.
we need to find a bunch of corpses of these big ass boats, for purposes of stripping them of their aetherite, omnicite, netherite, whatever have you, and so we can start outfitting our fleet, or at the very least our best ships with it. So that is my number one concern at the moment. Where can we find a consistent source? Where does it look like there's going to be the most amount of exploded ships?
That is a good question. Let me see.
I'm gonna take this accessory I'm seeing, the mage's cloak.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else wants it, I'm just saying.
No, it's in there. If no one else is using it or taking it.
Yeah.
Just
I've had a pretty consistent loadout for a while, so.
I think the best thing that can be done is a systems check to continuously like scanning your long range communicator to see what
Oh.
communications you can pick up.
Okay, that's systems.
Yes, with no modifiers.
As soon as we got Array together in a fleet, we're immediately dealing with the consequences of nobody specializing into pirate roles. We're pardon quartermaster. We have an unbelievable wealth of quartermastering going on, which I'm super thankful for. But holy shit, we need to get like a comms officer and like a navigator and like oh my god. Systems you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
No bonuses or anything, no detractors.
Nope.
Anything you need to keep okay.
No modifiers.
No modifiers. All right. My system's isn't terrible. Oh, nice. Okay, we're good.
Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah. In that case, you can definitely tell that there is documentation of fighting going up close to Cadoan, and there was a recent struggle in the Valley of Fortune, which you're actually going to be passing over.
How Valley of Fortunate?
Yeah.
Ooh. Is this good? Is this bad? Who knows? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me get my notes out. It's time to start writing things down.
Your
I
notes,
suppose.
aka Final Fantasy 12 walkthrough.
Yeah. Where where is the Valley of Fortune?
It is going to be kind of in between Ollie and Ambervale. It is southeast of Ambervale. Like
That's a deep. That's a battle going on deep in the Prince's territory.
oh yeah.
Well, they might actually be happy to see us. Okay. Valley of Fortune, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Does any idea on the size of the battle going on and like what stage it's in?
The battle is nearly cleaned up. It was mostly a foot battle. So a lot of infantry, cavalry, mechanized cavalry, that sort of stuff.
Okay. No, that's not amazing for our purposes, but maybe we can.
There was mechanized.
Okay. Well, yeah, mechanized is like still useful. There's still stuff to steal there for sure.
Yeah.
Who won or who's winning? Do we know?
It is hard to tell at this point in time.
Okay, they're still yelling things. Okay. Okay. Foot battle. Loot.
But it is probably Ambervale.
Yeah, it's probably Ambervale. Okay. Oh man. Okay. We need to stay on target. Okay, I'm logging this information for the time being. Start assembling that. What was the other place you mentioned, just real quick?
Cadoan, which is to the north of the continent. North of Chill Hill Tor.
Fuck that. Okay, not even bothering. Okay. All right.
Way too far out.
Yeah. Okay. Crew, what do we think? Y'all want to poach, or should we just do this? Should we just get this shit done and just get?
I think I've got one more question for QB, but when you're done figuring that out.
We're just gonna move on. We're gonna move on. The too many complications. We got
I
a
mean,
convoy of people who would create.
I'd definitely
confusion.
say we need to get settled before we start.
Yeah. Agreed.
Plus, at that point, then we could start, dividing and conquering.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on past. Then I'm just gonna mark that all down and back on course. Apologies for the intermission.
You're fine. That town, did it have lower quality or like lower tier gems by chance, or was it just tier 6 cloth?
Yeah, let me pull that back up.
I don't know the specific gems is the only problem. I can look into it and get you the list.
It has
That's-
up to tier 3 gems.
Could knock out the tier 1 and tier 2 requirements I have then at least.
You can. There's 97 tier 1 and 84 tier 2.
The gem types matter, or is it not?
Nope.
Okay.
It's the classic, you choose what gem you want. It's just a pool.
Gotcha. 20 of tier 2 and 20 of tier 1.
All right. Sounds good.
Decent.
Only
That
matters.
cuts off a good chunk of my crafting material list.
Yeah, actually, though,
Yeah.
just the tier 6 gems that are really kind of.
Yeah, no, the 120 or 160 tier
Sweats.
6 gems is gonna be rough.
Jeez.
We're gonna have to go mining crafting.
That's T6 gear, baby. It's gonna be an investment. We're gonna need it.
It's the
We're
one time
working
I'm
on
getting gear in this damn thing. Speaking of QB, also when crafting, it's easier to just put in the first ability when you're first making the thing, correct?
Usually,
Or-
yes.
Okay.
You will reduce the time of putting it in by 2 hours, and it's only 1 roll.
Okay.
But if the first ability you're putting in is of lower quality than the tier of the item, you might as well do it in 2, because then it goes off of the tier of the ability. So
being as the first abilities that I want on all of these are the same as the equipment itself, it's best to just wait then.
Yep, I'd say so.
Okay, sounds good then.
All right, fantastic. Does anyone want any crafts within these 5 hours?
No, I'd like to spend 5 more hours attempting to read a book,
All right.
assuming I could finally get my stupid leadership skill.
All right. Are you going to try all at once or just keep building it up?
I guess I want to keep building it up because cramming it all at once has not worked, and there's been too many distractions, and she's needed to restart multiple chapters.
That's fair. All right.
I'm thinking about that episode of King in the episode of King in the Hill where you get a bit from Boomhauer's perspective, and he's talking. Norman's like, Hank, I have been stuck on this same page for the last 30 minutes, while everybody else is talking fast like he normally does.
That's funny. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Good. All right. In that case, you all are able to make it to that desert island that's down there.
Wahoo!
Okay.
Sorry, there was one last thing. I'm
Oh,
very sorry.
Yeah,
My brain's
no.
all over the place here. Yeah, I'd have picked up what's some silly little tinker thing that I could make in the downtime.
Like a random item you can make?
Just a random little item that I could tinker together, yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I will pay for the materials out of my own pocket, just something I need to do.
Okay, yeah. How big do you want it to be?
No bigger than the size of my hand.
Okay, no bigger than the size of your hand, so like I'd say like 3 crafting points of whatever material you want. So
Okay.
How complex do you want it to be?
It's gonna be a little replica of the train from Yensa to Bravania.
All right. Sounds good.
3 crafting points or whatever for that. God, how much is that gonna cost? Sorry, it's easier for me.
What tier material are you going for?
2.
All right, that'd be 90 gil. And how much detail do you want to put in on a scale of 1 to 10?
5.
5. All right.
Fancy.
In that case, this will take about an hour and a half. Can you roll me a tinkering plus 10? Unless you have a tool for it, then it's an extra 20.
I'm gonna go with the plus 10 for now, I think. Cool.
All right. Yeah, you're able to make it, and it looks fancy. It is going to be high quality. It
High
is.
quality.
Dang, that's an HQ one too.
Yeah. Oh. Let me double check.
The way you said, "Oh," made me think that somebody in chat hit re-roll for no reason.
Wouldn't be the first time. It's a reasonable fear.
It'd be very honestly, it's the funniest,
you're
a
not
pretty
wrong.
funny thing to burn a re-roll on is just ruining an inconsequential craft.
Yep. It will sell for 153 gil if you choose to.
Okay. I'm gonna just package it up, and that'll be it.
All right, fantastic. You package it up, and everyone reaches the island. The island, you can see, it is a bit bigger. There are homesteads, there are small towns, kind of Western-style towns, actually, surprisingly so, darting throughout the landscape. You'll find some small mesas. You'll find grass, like tiny grasslands, some cattle ranchers, and everyone follows you to it. And you'll find that some of the people that had ships with larger tanks are already here.
Okay, interesting. Cool. Yeah, then I'm gonna just basically just gonna rally, get an idea of how big our fleet has become, and gather everybody in, kind of a middle of nowhere, probably not far from a village, just a big old stretch of desert where nobody gives a shit what's going on, preferably. And then once we get everybody once we get everybody surrounded that way, then yeah, I guess we'll have to address the cruise, I suppose.
All right. You're able to get everyone together. Everyone's going to have basically the crews all hang out like on the outskirts, and people's captains are going to come closer.
Okay. Alrighty, crew. Just talking to our ship's crew, for a second here. Okay, crew. Let's see. We're gonna. Oh God, I've got this welling anxiety inside of my stomach. Oh God, it's like I ate rocks. Okay.
I would not recommend that.
Yeah. Well, Okay, this is gonna be, we're gonna start something here today. From here on out, I think things are gonna get a little different, so, just look out for each other, okay?
Isn't that what we always do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, Sky Rats, let's go raise a fleet. I wanna go. I'm gonna have Lifton carry a crate, um, and gather like the various crews outside of their ships in sort of a center communal area out in the sand.
It's like such a Biggs and Wedge moment of like big dude carrying crate, little dude gets on crate to speak.
Yeah, truly. If I was a smarter guy, I would have leaned into that from the start. Yeah, I wanna gather the first the crew. Yeah, everybody. Bring them all in. Once they've all gathered, like all of them have gathered in the desert, I'm gonna have Lifton put the crate down, and I'll stand on top of it. And I will call out to the crews, and say, actually, really quickly, QB, lore question. I think
Yeah.
you might have answered this before. Is this island affiliated with any country, or is it just like a deserted frontier island?
Well, it's kind of like the modern world where even if no one like lives there, it's claimed
Sure.
by someone.
Sure.
So it would be claimed by Rosaria and probably Bravania, but you don't
Okay.
see any flags being flying. You don't see anything like in particular. You
Gotcha.
might have like a ranch that has a Bravania flag flying, but like
Yeah.
in the same way that like a political party's flag would be flying, and when you go through
Mhm.
cornfields and whatnot.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds good then. In which case, yeah, I'm gonna I'll get on top of the crate and I'll say, "Okay, everybody, gather round. All right. We have not had a chance to be formally introduced as a crew. So here's your opportunity, and I hope I don't have to repeat myself. I'm High Captain Waylon Hart. Our fleet has no name yet. Everyone here gathered works under the same flag for the same goal. That goal is to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
How? Okay, cool. All right, good. That does go over well.
There was much rejoicing.
Yeah, they love that. They love that. It's easy. How we intend to do that, as I said, is from the nation of Satir, to the south, or to the north of us now. Unfortunately, Satir exists within a yacht. This will have its upsides and its downsides in due time. But for now, that means we need to set up a harbor for ferrying. I intend to do so from here. There is a few bits and pieces of information that'll come when we get to Satir. The way we're going to conduct this campaign. But for now, the information that you all need to know is that first and foremost, we are looking to ransack and we are looking to steal. We are going to be scavenging from the battles of the ongoing war. That means we'll be showing up near the tail ends, preferably when everyone is already weakened. Once we arrive in those places, we'll be identifying and taking on either small targets that are already weakened and can be taken down, or scavenging wrecks and providing support so we can guard each other. This is a war. They have guns that will blow most of our ships out of the sky if we don't do it carefully. So we don't need anyone going out on their own. Everyone needs to work together. Is that understood?
Aye, aye.
All right. Normal pirate law applies here. Loot will be spread equally, distributed through your captains. If your captains fail to give you your cut of the loot, I expect you to show him what the consequence of that looks like. It's not my business. Beyond that, this here, the crew of the Reverie, they are my representatives. Any one of them has my absolute trust. If you need to come to me for something, you can come to them. Our first targets will be in Bravenia. We're looking to hit trade vessels and take advantage of the surprise. They shouldn't be expecting a Corsair fleet. Everyone else, whoops, not everyone else. In the meanwhile, if your ship has any broken pieces, if it has anything wrong with it, if your comm systems don't work in a long range, if you need decoys, now is the time to figure those things out. We're going to get your ships outfitted. We're going to give you the best chance we have. Otherwise, I need you all to sit tight as we get the ferries down here to take you to Satir Island. We're going to construct ways to hide your ships either here on this island or nearby. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah. How are we gonna get ferries down here? Like enough for all of us?
Waylon definitely doesn't have an answer for that yet. So he is probably looks a little uncertain for a moment, and then is gonna just double down and state Satir Island already has a ferry system on it. Some of you may need to remain here to guard your ships, others may come along. We'll sort those details out after we get a proper head count. Any other questions?
Yeah, is food provided, or once we get to the island, or what does that look like? I've never been.
As we speak, the infrastructure required to feed everyone and the housing required to feed everyone is being constructed. Food will be handled. If we need to ferry in more supplies for food, then we will. But it shouldn't be a problem. Any other questions? Excellent. I love to hear it. Oh, did you?
We're hitting Bravania first, the capital of the target. Or...
We're going to build strength. Our full goal will be to ransack Bravania. But for now, we need to build strength. Our main concern is going to be outfitting all of your ships with, oh my god, I always mix up. Aethersite or Omnisite? Aethersite?
I think
which one's the generic one?
Aurosite? Nethicite?
So there's the generic that anyone has, which is Magicite. And which it comes in a lot of forms, specifically Skystones is what's needed for the airships. Both Aurosite and Nethicite will allow ships to fly through a yacht.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, then I will reiterate that to everyone and say, like, our first priority is outfitting your ships with Aethersite or Nethicite, whichever one we can get our hands on. We need you all to have the advantage of being able to escape through the yacht. In the meanwhile, I need to have a discussion with your helmsman. Send me your best helmsman. Come meet me over at my ship within the hour. We'll be discussing at the end of that said hour.
They definitely look at each other and kind of murmur when you mentioned outfitting all the ships with Aurosite and Nethicite. I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah.
Definitely illegal substances.
I was gonna say, yeah. Can I sense this sort of like hesitation? Is it like is it excitement? What is the vibe from that?
I mean, kid, we're only about to make everybody a war criminal.
Can you roll me an awareness check?
Yeah. Oh no, that's never my strong suit. Okay.
No modifier. Depending on what you get towards your goal or towards your threshold is what you see.
Oh my god, I made it.
You made it, yeah.
Holy shit, he made it.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go.
What is that? What is that vibe?
You can definitely see like some of them are. You can see hesitation on all of them, and some of them are definitely a bit worried because there's the stories of what Orosite and Nethicite can do, and some of them are excited. So definitely a mixed bag, but
Okay.
all of them
right.
hesitating a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna shift into aggression then, and I will wait with if I'm sensing like hesitation there from some of the crews, I will reiterate then, like, is that fear that I'm hearing?
Ooh, roll me a leadership.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Okay, cool. That's great because I had a tag on the end of that, but a roll I think is going to be super important before I go out of my way to say anything else. Yeah, when I made this character, this wasn't something that was ever on the docket of things I was expecting to do. So, oh my god. Okay, luckily
yeah.
we're just getting really lucky with the rolls. All right.
They
Waylon
straighten
has
up like,
locked
no,
in.
sir.
Waylon has locked in tonight.
Yeah. Oh my
Born to
god.
dilly
Okay.
dally,
Cool.
forced to lock in.
In which case, then I'll just like if that does work, then instead I'll shift into that a little more and tell them like, they wield Aethersite in their battleships with impunity. That is something denied to us, the common people. If they can use it against us, then we can use it against them. We have every right. We will be outfitting your ships. We will be using every advantage that they have against them. I didn't come here to die in a battle. I came here to get rich and to kill the son of a bitch who runs the Burvanian holds.
Yeah.
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 All right, yeah. If that works, I'll let it sit on that, and I'm gonna clamber down, and I will just like give one more shout of like 1 hour, and then I'm gonna go hide because Waylon is having a, he's gonna throw up probably.
Kid gets
Um,
done.
I hate that my mind it be jokingly thought of the fucking everyone praising the Puss in Boots scene.
Puss in Boots. Okay. Holy shit, huh?
Well done.
Yeah. Shout out to some good rolls. All right, I'm gonna go back to the crew here.
Need another drink for your
Like
nerve, Captain, or would you rather stay clean for this next bit?
you need to stay clean. I gotta do math. Oh god, I gotta do math.
You got this, kid.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the ship and wait and hang out with the crew for a little bit.
He's not stressed, you're stressed.
QB, we're in a town, right? I believe we parked, right?
Outside of a town.
Okay, no worries then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anybody need anything from Ringy Dink Village before we move on?
No, all I need is time to read and
But you've got 1 hour, so it seems you've lost it.
well, no, it's just gonna be like reading a chapter at a time. I think
Okay.
I think it's to get around the hey, do absolutely nothing for like a week straight but read.
Yeah.
At least that's the vibe I'm getting from QB of, you read a chapter here, chapter there, next thing you know, hey, congratulations, you have a skill.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then I could start reading more book.
other book?
Because now that as I'm working through business or leadership 101, there's also 2 and 201 and so on and so forth.
Yep.
The Leadership 101, the wonderful leadership. Hey, seriously, listen to me. That's the third book.
Book 4 is I am no longer asking.
Book 5 is how to use someone's middle name when you're calling for them.
Middle names and the importance of abusing them. Or how to get noticed in a conversation.
Oh, I need that one.
I'm gonna have to start pre-writing some of these brew speeches. This shit that is tense.
Yeah?
So yeah, Waylon's going hard on the.
Yeah, we're going full Duke of Arrakis here. I think it's time to start shifting into being worrisome. Time to get obsessed with the war.
Duke of
Let's go
Arrakis, I love
war.
spiders.
Ew, spiders.
With spiders, worms are better.
Yeah. Let me know whenever we need to. Whenever we're time skipped up to that hour.
Yeah. We could definitely time skip up to that hour.
Okay. Yeah. If nobody has anything else to do.
I assume this town would be too small to have like proper like Adventure Guild mailing stuff, correct?
Yeah, definitely too
Okay.
small for that.
Okay.
You. Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna say it's actually a really good opportunity. I was gonna. We should send somebody into town to see if they can locate if there's a ferry service, already here or not.
Who wants to go to town?
Who wants to go to town?
I've been looking at a book for hours. I'm sure Abby
It's
could
just
use the leg
Something
stretching.
fun, something to do.
All right,
Wait,
perfect.
Zena, Leah, do you want to come with?
Sorry, who all was saying they were going?
I believe it'll be myself and John otherwise, right?
Yes, I would come.
Waylon was hanging out for captaineering things, correct?
Yeah. I gotta talk to a bunch of crew about their pilots and what they're gonna have to do to get this here, probably.
Yeah, the foreign travel logistics.
Yeah, it's gonna be boring and obtuse and silly,
Mhm.
such as pirating.
Senna will just shake her head and hold up one of her billion books. No, I'm gonna just sit and read for a little bit.
All right, no worries, no worries. Well, shall we?
Well, yes, let's, of course.
All right, you go towards the closest town that. Since you're looking for a ferry, I'm assuming you're going towards like coastal town.
Yes.
Hmm.
All right,
I
fantastic.
assume one
I
would
mean,
not
I
be
don't-
like terrible to.
An inlet
To
town
reach.
would work well for the ferry.
Yeah.
Can
So-
beat the whole point of the.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. So you are able to reach a town. Every town that you have seen so far on this island is like a 5-building town kind of a thing.
Some real pallet town in shit.
Really is, yeah. And this one that you come across, there is a building with a couple docks to it, and there is a human side. They're like, Well, howdy, you two. How's it going?
Would definitely say it goes.
Yes, it's been a eventful last couple days, but it's been pleasant. And how about you, sir?
Well, I'm doing pretty fantastic, if I do say so myself. It's been pretty quiet. Haven't had a fairy come in the last week or so, but still here, still taking orders, and one's gonna be here soon.
Say, is there a reason for the slow service, or is it just?
Just slow. Not many people come around here. I can order
No.
another fairy, but
Well, but it seemed.
Oh boy, do we have a proposition for you.
Lucky you. It seems business is in an upturn.
oh yeah,
Yes.
do
You got
tell.
To say much, we've got a large number of people and ships that will need to be moved to Satir that have landed further inland. And I think this is going to be a big break for you. Great time.
Ooh,
Wanna
yeah.
say the ship estimate was? Oh, how much? 7, 6, 7? Quite a few. We definitely have a sizable amount of crews that will be. Oh, guess I could say are currently parked and awaiting transport through the yacht, as it were.
Well, I can definitely call up a ferry, get everyone that that needs a ride on through the yacht, and get them on the merry way. I hope you don't mind if the ferry stops at Satir. It usually needs it for a bit of a fuel.
That's literally our goal.
Oh well, boy howdy.
It
That's
works out. I'm telling you, it's a
how
red letter day
unfortunate
for
that
you.
is.
You're going exactly where we want. You're getting more business. It's genuinely your lucky day.
fantastic. Love to hear that. So, it will take a little bit of money in order to ship everyone there, though. So it's going to be about 300 gil to get everyone there, but I can cut you a little deal, do a little math calculations, and he hands you over an equation, specifically to Abigail.
And
And there
An
is
equation.
an equation with a whole list of different options. And you will see that there's classes of the ship. You'll have foot-only ferries. You'll have cattle ferries, so like they're big enough to have like a ranch's worth of cattle on there. You'll have ferries that can go partially in the air, in the water when they need to go through a yacht. Is like, I recommend that high-powered deluxe right there.
Well, we have quite the bodies to move. I don't know if we necessarily need deluxe, but I will like kind of throw some of these options on the communicator to Waylon as well to see what he would recommend as far as schmoving a bunch of people at once.
How many people can that boat carry?
Well, the ferry-only one can carry several hundred foot passengers. But if you're looking to move some airships as well, you might want to go with that deluxe.
How much is the deluxe?
Deluxe is about 900.
900, is that a
Gil.
boat? Is that like 900 gil
per,
for the
correct?
whole thing?
For the whole thing, for one-way trip.
Hey, it's Abby,
Yes.
Abby or John, either one of you. What's our what's our current? What are our coffer? Make sure this guy can't hear this. What's our coffers looking like right now? How much money do we have left?
I think more than enough to ferry multiple ships multiple times.
Yes, we
Right.
can afford multiple
be-
trips.
Right.
To be 100.
How much? But like, how much money do we have?
Fine.
Enough
5
where this is
digits.
considered almost trivial.
Okay, offer to buy his business outright. Like, and employ him, and he'll just, well, because we can have him ferry people all the time, just back and forth. Give this dude a dedicated job.
All right, well, our captain has a proposal for you. If it
Oh.
Love
were.
sending my best goons out on their missions.
Don't call us that.
Oh, that name,
Yeah.
that name has fallen out of favor.
It sure has.
Sure has.
What would
Even
you
if it
say
hadn't
to
fallen out
a
of
more
favor, Like, come on.
Yeah.
stable position in assisting our operations? For we would be needing your services quite frequently.
Oh. Frequently. Yeah. I mean, I just call the boat captains, but boy, yeah.
I mean, I guess it would come with the slight caveat of when priorities would arise to assist our crew when our crews, I should say, when necessary.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
You just
Captain, I
want
think
to
he's
buy the whole
interested.
thing?
I mean, as long as we could trust you to be the man to still keep it running. It's a more privatized venture.
Yeah, I'll have to ask my boss about that.
Oh shit.
Well, here, how about you do this?
Yeah.
Actually, if I may, who is your boss?
Oh. Boss is Clive. Just a little in town. A little out of town.
Clive.
Do they have their own communicator by chance?
Oh, yeah. You want me to ring you in through?
Yeah.
All
you
right. There you go. He rings up another communicator and gives you the line.
Something about that name.
This is Clive.
Hello, Clive. I am
All right.
Miss Abigail Escalia of the Reverie, and I have a proposition for you. Can you come down to your ferry establishment?
Sure, yeah. I'll be there in a little bit.
I ain't doing this shit over the phone if I could avoid it.
I gotta pull.
Yeah, after a little bit of time, you see a gruff-looking guy, big, like, wide as a barrel, giant handlebar mustache, big 10-gallon hat comes on in.
Really
Yeah.
does look like a Clivey kind of gentleman, don't he?
Wow. We're getting the damn oil baron.
Doesn't feel
We're getting
like
the damn furry.
The
Why
furry.
don't like that.
so quickly.
Yeah,
Throw the furry word around like that, man.
one of y'all, Abigail Escalia, the Reverie.
Yes, that would be me, and I'll, like, walk up and extend a hand for a handshake.
He's gonna shake your hand. What can I do you for?
My captain would like to offer a proposition of buying out your services pretty much immediately for the immediate future.
Oh,
We're going to need rapid and repeated use of your ferry services, and we would like to take full advantage of just having you on our payroll.
You want to buy my business?
More like a partnership agreement.
Okay.
Buying out your services, if that makes more sense.
It's like a VIP kind of a thing, right?
Yeah, kind of like a VAP.
Okay. All right.
We call for your help. You come to us right away. You prioritize us if we need it. You know.
Yeah, I think we could work with that. Yeah. You gonna be landing here quite often then? Gonna need a ferrying across over to Galtia?
You might actually be seeing more repeat trips to Satir. I hope that is not.
Zatir? Who the heck wants to go out to Zatir?
I mean, we might have a young, spry up and coming reclaimant to the throne.
That's right. Real. Totally.
Yeah, that's news of probably not gonna happen. But like, you know what? Yeah, sure. We can definitely get you on a VIP kind of a service, get you ferried back and forth, kind of prioritize you. Hey, bookkeep. Yes, sir. Have you already called them a ship? No, sir. I was waiting for you. Well, call them a ship. Let's get them on the water. Let's go. Yes, sir. He starts.
And if it's worth asking, how many active captains and ferry vessels do you have in your immediate reach?
2.
Would you need
Dad.
assistance in getting more? We would be requiring quite a, possibly a couple more.
More? Oh. Okay, we can definitely call around. Whenever we need more than that, which is rare.
Oh boy, am I
We
gonna
usually
make
let
this your
the
lucky
cattle
day.
herders themselves handle it. But alright. Yeah, we'll round up some people around town, see who wants to go out, be captaining.
And as all this is going down, I am like keeping Waylon up to date on every little development.
Alright.
How much did he want?
Like I immediately forgot how much it was. How much was that?
Are you ferrying the airships as well?
I mean, it doesn't do them good at the crew or without the ships. Yes, the airships would need to go too.
Then he is going to be able to muster around 3 large ships and the captains for them, captains and crew, and that would be 900 each. So 2,700.
900 apiece? Ain't bad, really.
Yeah, and you'll be able to get everyone out to Zatir.
Right,
Here I was
I
feeling
hear
bad
typing.
about spending a mere 5,000 in the break.
And we spent half that to privatize a poor middle of nowhere ferry service.
Rich soon. He'll be.
Can't just wait until their private investors suddenly start leaving large sum donations.
Right. Rising tide, baby, rising tide. Okay. All right. We're building an empire here, folks. We're doing it.
You're doing it.
Certainly doing.
What were the captains and everyone supposed to do at the end of that hour? They were going to meet up with
Oh.
you.
Yeah, send their helmsmen to meet just like in the Reverie or at the Reverie.
Okay. I'm just gonna move the same people I had before instead of grabbing different people with the helmsman. And yeah, everyone's able to come to you.
Okay. I'm gonna gather everybody. I'll lift and bring a map up. Bring the table and map up to the top deck. And I'm gonna gather the helmsmen. And if the captains came as well, then whatever. And I'm gonna brief them basically on. I'm gonna lay out the map, and I'm gonna look over where we are and where Satir is, and then I'm gonna Waylon will have a smaller map that he made that's kind of like a zoomed in map of Satir and the neighboring area. Um uh uh and yeah. Waylon is gonna gather these guys around and be like, okay, all right. All right, you're all the helmsmen for your various ships. I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and presume nobody here has ships that can fly in the yacht.
No, those are very legal. Haven't seen any cast on that lets that happen.
Okay, and how many of you have flown in adverse conditions? Weather or, battle, monsters, etc.
A couple of them raise their hands.
Give me a percentage of the guys here. How many are we looking at that actually have?
4 of them. Well, 3 of them.
3 of them? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let's get it kind of okay, all right. Okay. So here's the trick. You will be flying your ships into dangerous areas. There is a chance that you will be fired upon. There may be inclement weather. We have to use every advantage that we have against them. That means we need to be the best helmsman we can. Moreover, I'm gonna basically pull take some string and some I don't know, cups or something, little markers, and I'm gonna basically draw the divide, the little alley between the yacht that covers Satir and the yacht that covers the nearby continent of
Karwan?
of yes, thank you, of Karwan. And I'm gonna kind of just lay that out, and it's an extremely thin line. And I'm gonna say, okay, so we're obviously not, whenever we get into an actual conflict, we'll be going over things again, but I need you all primed. If trouble ever arises, there is a safe place that you can go, but it requires that you fly your ship in between these 2 yachts. This is a trick that is only doable if we've got a good pilot and a good navigator.
Wait, what are we talking about that one for?
I'm priming them for if we need to make a tremendous escape soon.
Okay.
You're
Sorry,
priming them on our version of a Kessel Run.
Yeah.
I was just getting myself. I just got a bit confused for a second. What we were doing.
Totally reasonable. But yeah, I'm if they laugh, I'm just deathly serious.
Yeah. They're all gonna, or most of them are gonna laugh. The Vieira's gonna be like, yeah, there's no way anyone could do that. The representative from the Punch Out crew is like, I mean, I'm pretty damn good. I got close one time. But goddamn, you are asking for threading a needle from a mile away, buddy.
Yeah, I am. But we're working here in battlegrounds. We're going to be working against battleships, ones that can fly through yachts. On the off chance that you are being chased by a battleship, the only safe places you're going to be able to go that they can't catch you are going to be on the other side of these 2 yachts. Here in the north at and Yensa, the deserts. There you would be safe. You would be on the farthest reaches of Bavaria, and you could make your way to Ravenastra into neutral territory. It's that, or you fly towards a battleship outfitted to blow up things made of steel instead of boats made of wood. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're pirates. You didn't get into the line of work to be trading like a normal merchant. So, whenever we get to Satir, we're going to begin training. Your navigators are going to be primed on exactly the navigation they will need to use to fly through this alleyway in a pinch. Similarly, we'll set up tests of some kind, and you helmsmen are going to need to practice making that toss, because when it comes to it, and you're going to need to, and there's a good goddamn chance you're going to need to go through this someday, you're going to need to be able to do it in the first try. I'll be outfitting your ships with precautions, ways hopefully to mitigate your magicite from exploding inside of your ship if you do touch a yacht, but it's still you're gonna drop like a brick, even if you are gliding on sails.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
With that understood, I'm gonna kind of like hand everybody. I guess I don't have that ready yet. So, yeah, I'm just gonna basically prime them on it, and then lay this out and just kind of just field their questions for a second. Like if they have any particular issues with their ships. I don't need to no need to tabletop role play it all the way out. It's logistics.
Yeah.
But I just want to basically run it, and anytime anybody is shifts into like uncertainty or like kind of acting like this is crazy, I am going to meet that with like I could do it first try, and just carry that attitude and confidence through it, and just see where it takes us really.
Perfect. Yeah. You are going to get them motivated and excited to get to Satir to help you out.
Okay. With that, then yeah, we just regather the crew. Oh my god. Sorry, just settling in my brain about how many things we have to build to make this shit work.
You gather the crew and you are ready to set out. Oh, there is one thing that I want to do before we set out, a small thing, but how about we take a small 5-10 minute break? Yeah. And then we'll get back to it. When we come back, I got a question for you all. What can you not stand to lose? So we will be back soon. And carry on from there. See you soon. Bye. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Steal the Skies. We got the Reverie over here.
I'm the referee.
How are y'all doing? Did you have a fun break?
Getting ready to steal more skies.
I forgot to think about the question again until the last minute, and now I gotta think about this.
That's okay. We can go down the line. Hopefully you're not the first one on the list of people to ask. What can you not stand to lose? First up, Pseudo.
Fuck!
Sorry, you're the first one on the list.
That's fuck. I want to talk to the list guy.
Okay, go ahead. He's right here.
Yeah. What you
Well,
gotta
ain't
say?
that convenient?
I think I think it's kind of a. It's not that he like can't stand to lose. I don't think. I think everything he loses is only gonna put fuel on the fire for him personally at this stage.
Okay.
So I think as far as like he thinks he can't stand to lose, um I mean the crew is probably the biggest one, of course. That if the crew was something happened to the crew, it'd probably send him well over the edge. Um but I think as I don't know. This answer could change in 5-6 games, depending on how things go. Um
Hmm.
there's a solid chance of um there's a solid chance that answer becomes something akin to I have nothing to lose um after a few short really bad things. So the crew for now. Right now,
Okay.
definitely the crew.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you. Pokey, what can John not stand to lose?
What could Jean not stand to lose? I mean, like, as far as like, sure, we taking a lot of eyes to like, oh, the fame, and like her, that's like her beauty, but I think just the ability to be out there making their own mistakes, like their independence, as it were, is something to value, kind of.
Independence. Perfect. Thank you. Not true. What can Abigail not stand to lose?
Well, you see, she now has quite a few living members of her species slash race, whatever you want to call it. So, knowing that she was no longer the last, she will be absolutely devastated if that gets reverted again. So she will be fighting like hell to keep her ancestry alive. As weird as that is to say.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you. And Ash, what can Cinna slash Leah not stand to lose?
So it's gonna look like Sin is trying to mouth something, but the words aren't gonna come out, and then she's gonna just kind of be sad and be like, "I guess Bellius now."
Who?
Belly.
Belly man.
Belly ass.
I guess.
Belly ass. Fantastic. Thank you. Hey Jean, roll me an awareness check.
Yes. Just give me a second to actually pull up my skills. Okay, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Easy.
Oh,
Easy. I told you.
easy.
Oh my god!
Wow. Yeah, you
Quick as a whip.
recognize one of the ranching businesses in this town as you were leaving to get people in there. They work with your
Yeah.
family.
Of the fairies that we just tried to hire.
Not the fairies, but another business in this town.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. What kind of business is it then?
Oh, it's just meats. It's a butcher shop.
In
You know for a fact that this is a double entendre kind of a butcher shop.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna need.
I don't care for that.
Gonna need that for run back.
Awesome. Get my
As-
shit twisted on and then get a Capicola cut on the way home.
Yeah, sex work.
No, as
Okay.
in this shop can make not only animals disappear.
Okay. Okay, that's the other meat type of not the other unofficial meat business. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So it's in like the body disposal place. Great. Great.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Well, at least the town is already suspect, but it's frustrating. I think John's just trying to stay cool, stay calm, noticing that this is another front over there. Like, this is of all the rundown nowhere towns. This is where we run into them.
Oh
It's
yeah. And since you did roll so well, someone in the shop looks at you and gives you a nod.
Yeah, great.
You do see it.
Cool. That's a very much giving my best smile as a smile as I'm like yeah a little small thumbs up, and then just it just like as I turn away, it's kind of just comes a grimace, just like like in The Man Who Erased His Name, when Kiryu fakes being happy for the kid who wins the pocket racer, and then immediately, it's just in agony from having lost. That's the kind.
Love
That's the
how that's
kind
the
of
reference.
That's
Yeah.
the kind of vibe. It was like, okay.
Fantastic. All right. You all ready to get to Zatir?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's
so.
give them
What?
their business. Get
Well, let's get back to new home.
and figure. I guess we do. If nothing else of what we have to do there, we do have to address what we saw at. What we saw before we started heading back regarding necromancy. Ugh.
Necromancy, I know what I talk about. So, the ferry ships that you are able to board on do have engines and are gas powered. Since it's 1,200 kilometers, it would take about 16 hours to get to Satir. Fun fact is that on the map that's on the screen, roughly where the E is for the Rosarian Empire, you see a blimp overhead heading towards Satir.
What the fuck?
Blimp.
Fuck.
And then you outpace it.
Are there any markings on it?
It's ingenious.
Yeah. There is a hodgepodge of wild different colors on the hull below and the balloon above. You can see little sticks sticking out of it. You can see weird nets off of the side. It's flying pretty low, so you can definitely see there's a lot of weird things hanging off the side of it, but nothing that specifically says who they are.
I have I have a guess of who it could be, but only just because of the sheer chaos and scale of it. Could that be the backstabbers?
I'm kind of wondering myself.
They
Saturday
are.
circus.
I mean, because the backstabbers was so many people, but also, is this gonna be okay? I mean, they seem so confident to fly in.
Oh, I mean, if it's a blimp,
It's a
lighter
fixed
than air-
airship. And
Yeah,
if what would actually be described in the real world as an airship, I suppose it might work.
Yeah, no, I'll see. Keep an eye on that as it's approaching. But what the hell?
Yeah, that whatever. Not my fucking business. I mean, until
It's
it is.
literally it's.
It is. Yeah, it is.
So much our business, Waylon.
Hey.
If we're making Wisteria and it's dealing our business, it doesn't get much more our business than a blimp flying in.
Yeah, an airship flying into our neck of the woods? Nah, we don't worry about that shit here.
So, since there is 16 hours, let us go down the list. Abigail, what would you like to do during those 16 hours?
More reading, baby!
All right. I'd say
And
with
We love a
I guess
consistent
depending
queen.
on, what's going on and if we're on our ship with the ferry or whatnot, maybe also making like a lunch/dinner for us depending on what time and all that.
yeah, you could definitely do
Where's
that.
the-
I would say with the cumulative reading that you have done, you have built up the sufficient time to learn, which is 5 days, which would be a +0 to the inquiry check. Unless you said it's leadership you're looking for, right?
It was leadership, yeah.
Leadership is intuitive, so it would be a total of +20.
May I make a wild suggestion? Drought, so we don't end up wasting. Use a drought here to be certain.
Out.
I mean, I'm just reading.
And an inquiry drought to increase that by another 20.
So does that add 20? I mean, my inquiry is pretty decent
Okay.
now.
It will add another 20, yes.
I mean, do we have plenty of them?
We
Like,
have 9 of them in stock.
all right, you know what? If we have it, sure, I could take a swig of one, as it was like my reading drink.
All
Yes.
right. So, fun fact, they do say that, like, drinking wine helps you learn stuff. And these are drafts, so they are based off of, like, alcohol.
Lovely.
Yeah. So
10 out of 10.
it's thematic. So at this point, you have an inquiry +40 check that you can make right now if you so desire.
Inquiry plus 40.
Even if it was a sure thing.
Yeah.
In fact, you've tried to read this book so many times.
I finally got through like one paragraph, and it's just like, oh my god, that's what the entire book was about. It all makes sense now.
You got through the ADHD paragraph.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, the
Fuck
clouds have
yes.
cleared.
What I learned in leadership school is the
Perfect.
Wahoo!
And then you can cook to congratulate that. All right.
And
Next
that means
up-
I now have a solid leadership 20.
Yes.
And now to start that all over again.
Yeah. Or your spirit rating, whichever one's higher. But yeah.
I'm pretty sure it. Oh wait, my spirit default's 23.
Then it'll be 23.
hooray.
All right. Cinna, what would you like to do?
I suppose make my way through more of the life magic book if there's anything left to learn in there.
There is plenty to learn in there. Can you roll me a inquiry check?
No mod?
No modifier. This is on a scale. Whoo! Okay. Let's see. What information have I given you already?
You gave me the information regarding the phylacteries, There was something about, I mean, basically just the confirmation that the phylacteries are how the souls get redistributed into bodies.
Yep. Souls are redistributed. Basically, lifespans go 1 for 1 year for 1 year. So it is usually ideal to consume the souls of normally longer living species so that you can spread that out as wide as you can. Or deep into a one target that usually has a shorter lifespan. There, let's see. If you want to take the soul of someone who is living, you usually need a prick at a very specific spot on the back of the head,
Right.
at the base
Yep.
of the skull.
Yep,
Okay.
you mentioned this one.
You got that one. Gosh.
Sorry, wait. The scientific way to remove a soul is hit them with a brick just right.
Yeah,
Did I hear that right? That's
You ever
In-
been hit with
in
a
the right
brick just
spot.
right?
yeah. Hit him with the brick just right at the right part of the head. And just suck those life juices out. I think I already told you that you can give them a command that they'll basically do their best to obey. They are generally very fond. You can of whoever revives them. You can impose as much or as little memory as you want into the people that you revive at the point of revivification. So you can easily make them forget that they ever died in the first place.
Okay.
Love how it just gets more morally dubious rather than ever letting up.
And let's see, you can usually if the reviver is becomes deceased, the kill switch activates on everyone they have revived.
Oh.
Oh, that's so bad.
oh no. Good thing I don't know that.
Amen.
Is there anything else of value to realistically learn from this book yet, or still?
I think
I've put a lot of time into it, so
Yeah, you have. I'd say that you have gathered all the information. I think there's more that I can give you, but I just need to write it down just to make sure that you have everything.
feel free to send it over whenever. But all right,
Yep.
sounds good. In that case, I will close that book, and I'm going to just set it on the stairs, and I'm going to leave it on the stairs of the Reverie.
Okay. Jean, what are you gonna
Interesting.
do?
I mean, I was going to, I guess. I'm trying to think what would practically be made for sale with Seedle. I don't know. Perhaps just more aromatics or perfumage.
Yeah, you can do
Perfumes.
that.
A big batch of it.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Which I want to use a lot of it. Basically, make a big batch. So like, because I noticed we have a lot of that stuff.
Ooh. How many crafting points do you want to use?
I'm trying to open up our timesheet again to remind myself how much of that we have. But I think I'd probably use. Oh yeah, okay. I'd use 15 of the Seedle, but also 5 of the Mantra Peel. Mix it in, make it a bit more complex and less one note. So, and then, yeah, like a 5-hour craft. And then the time modifier, the complexity, I'd make it. Mm, I have too many tabs open. I'm sorry.
Well, if you make it a complexity of 6, that would be 10 hours. And if you make it a complexity of 7, you'll get it almost all completed within one craft session.
I think 6 to have it clear. And with a
Alright.
modifier of 0, I believe in it.
Alright. Do you have any tools that will increase that modifier?
No, we just have our regular crafting stuff. We haven't gotten a better one yet.
Alright. Give me an alchemy with no modifiers then.
High quality.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. In that case, that is going to be 180% of... Those are both tier 2 items, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you saw that.
That whole batch will be able to sell for 540 gil.
Hooray. For now.
And Waylon, what will you be doing?
Waylon is he's basically going to be, I think he's going to continue to be honing in on the radio and trying to build like a mock version of the war map in his captain's room. He's just like basically slid everything off onto the floor, of course. And he is now just he's basically just focusing all of his attention on like listen in, scan the radio, try to like listen in and learn any information he can for targets and like who's winning, how crazy has this become? Is there anything anybody's just talking about a lot? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a systems check.
Systems check.
Yes. With no modifier, this is on a scale.
Okay. Oh, we are locked in for this game.
You sure are. You are
Got
able
it.
to fill out a good battle map. There are a lot of ebbs and flows. The closer that Bravania is getting to Ambervale is fighting harder. So Bravania's, since they do have a lot of superior technology, are kind of like amoeba enveloping Ambervale. And
Interesting.
you do hear that Bravania did attack a city that was not within the warring regions. It attacked Muscadet.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That's heavy, man.
Which was
Wait,
in neutral
wait.
territory.
Oh boy.
Oh no, we're dragging other people into this. We just passed through that area. Oh. Hey, how did we
That's
miss
heavy.
that?
Shit.
I don't know how to get them to stick together so they're messy.
Jeez. All right. Well, that's. I'm certain they will respond to that problem and handle it. Whatever that means.
Yep.
Civil
Yikes.
War is becoming a lot less local.
Yeah. Well, we, we'll deal with that when it comes up.
Yep.
God. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And after all those hours, you arrive in Zatir. You are able to see that people are walking the streets. People are a little exhausted, but it's also the end of the day. People probably coming off of their long shifts. And yeah. Where would you like to go in the city?
Finally.
God, where do we go first?
Well, what was the stat? Is everybody else just like essentially going to arrive by ferry?
Yes, everyone is arriving
Okay.
by ferry. There were the Starshine Glow was on the ferry with you, and they are getting off with you. That's just too many tokens I don't want to put on.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool.
Especially once the backstabbers.
Oh yeah, whenever they
um,
arrive.
yeah. Okay. Then it's time to get everything underway. I mean, I'm going to. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
to
let's
start, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so much we need to do to build. We have to build so much infrastructure so fast on Satir to get this to work. First and foremost, I guess, is time to Abby. Um, could
Yeah.
you would you mind rallying? We're gonna need a bunch of hands. Would you mind rallying the Vieira? Uh, I think we're gonna need to set up some villages. Something in the meantime, you know,
And
tent
I'm
camps.
certain I could find plenty of help around. We have a couple people we know who to ask for first.
Yeah. Jean, can you do an audit on our finances? I need to know. I need to know if we're I need to know what sort of cash we've got laying around. I think we're gonna have to probably buy a bunch of supplies.
With not counting, I mean, I've been fiddling with this all day, pretty much, and considering what, not counting what anybody personally has in stock and like valuables to be sold or anything, we have around 60,000, just over 60,000 gil in budget right now.
Okay. Would you see how much it'll take for us to uh we need to get farms going. We need food. Um could you see I don't know how much that would all cost, I guess? Or at the very least, how much it'll cost to import a bunch of food. We're gonna have to feed these people. And that means
I suppose so, yes.
Oh, actually, fishing boats. Let's go with fishing boats first. We're an island. I forgot. Yeah, let's see if you can look at how much it would cost us to buy a small.
I mean,
Let's, like,
realistically, we
10.
could split forces. Some boats for the seas bounty, get the farm set up on land.
Yeah, yeah. We definitely okay.
I mean, a chunk of the island is like still like uninhabited, like wilds, right?
Yeah, pretty good, significant portion of
So,
the island.
I mean,
is
let's just say that
uninhabited.
some kind of convert some of that to like actual like
Yeah,
animal
need,
agriculture versus just crop fields, etc.
yeah. We're gonna need to hone in on what all that's gonna mean. Uh, so we'll build some fishing boats, and we'll see about getting farmland set up, and then we have to build some tent cities really quickly, and then which means we need a lot of tarp. Okay, all right. and add a bunch of alcohol, whatever's cheap. We're gonna need the tavern probably going if we're gonna be hosting pirates, right? Oh boy.
So I'll drink.
Whew. Okay. All right, and once we get everybody set up and the ferry arrives, we'll. Oh shit, we've got a whole castle we can renovate. Oh god.
A whole
Okay.
castle that is still partially, I think, with monsters in it.
Uh-oh. Okay, maybe it's time we finally dealt with that, huh?
I mean, we could ask some townsfolk around to start like prepping the lands around, and then we go take care of that.
Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna have to be.
We can actually go all the way through.
I think it's time for us to finally actually finish clearing out the castle, yeah.
Plus, as we go, we could have like other cleanup crews like start coming through, cleaning the rubble, setting up additional like infrastructure inside.
Yeah, it'll be useful to know how many rooms we have. I want to want to build a makeshift port underneath the castle plateau. See if we can put together some sort of like inlet for some of our for like our actual, pirate ships. But that'll come in time. First, let's yeah, I like that idea. Let's deal with this castle problem first. And if you get the Fail Vieira working on building up some of that farm and tents and stuff, then I think we're good. Um, uh, is Leah or Cinna? Not saying that in character, but like visually, are we look? Is this a Leah day or a Cinna day?
Senna.
Cinna, okay. Cinna. I guess. Well, I guess since you're the court mage, why don't you I mean, obviously we need your help for clearing the castle, but I guess getting yourself set up with some kind of library is not a bad idea in the castle, right?
I have no need for or for anything other than what I carry on me, but
Yeah, sure, right, but live a little, right? We have a castle. How often do you get to live in a castle?
would be a first.
Yeah, me too. Okay. All right, everybody. We did it, finally. We're back to tier. We've got our crews. Let's just oh, let's do this.
All right. So, Abby, you're gonna go into town, round up the field Viera to start farming.
So the Vieira, anybody else who has time that they want to contribute. I mean, this is a full town effort, so
That's true. Well, you'll find that most people are a little too exhausted to do more farming than they already do, since most of the regular townsfolk work the mines all day long.
I mean, and this is an end of day thing that I would just be going for, other leaders, anyone who would have more regular authority around here while we're gone, and try and like organize. Suddenly supplying a very high influx of other people to the island.
Yeah,
They come in waves, apparently.
they come in waves.
First it was the Vieira, then it was the pirates. What next?
Pirate Vieira in Hawaii.
I mean, there is the bunny gals.
Big Mondo. Big Mondo's gonna have a beach episode on
He's
Satir.
back.
Why did you pick here?
Of all the places. Yeah, can you roll me an awareness check? As you are
Me awareness. No mod.
no modifier.
I'm quite aware.
You are very aware. Do you see who's
Passively
in the
quite aware.
crowd to the south of you?
I do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wasn't
Oh.
she the one that was like
Oh,
missing a short while back?
She was missing a short while back.
Oh.
Well,
Hey.
I'll give her a wave. A wave.
She's gonna
sometimes our
she's
problems
gonna-
solve themselves.
give you a wave as well. She's very chipper.
It's a little strange.
Gives you a smile and then she walks up.
I was gonna like kind of walk up and
Hey,
oh, you're
Abigail.
yeah. Hey, you're I guess you're doing all right. I heard the word was
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
you were leaving town and nobody knew where you went.
Yeah, I was planning on leaving town and then I don't know, my whole life is here. Why would I leave, you know?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure you were not as happy at first of the new company, but if you know you're coming around, that's nice.
Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't at first, but everyone here pretty great.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, we're all VR at the end of the day, right?
Right? Yeah.
Oh, except for Johnny Hume over there, but I mean, you know what I mean, right?
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
You're picking up what I'm putting down, yeah.
I'm picking it up. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, glad to see that you're back. Glad to see that everyone's safe and sound. Everyone's able to come back. And if you ever need any medical help, you can either see me or the court mage. We both are pretty great at medicine, apparently.
I mean, I could definitely say that, seeing as how the court mage is one of our traveling companions.
Tiki,
No,
Or you mean the other guy, the mayor, the ex-mayor. I wouldn't
yeah.
call him a court mage as much of a live-in.
Oh, that was the title that he was given. And so that.
Was
we
it?
all
I don't
call him
remember.
now.
There's been a lot going. There's been a lot going on. A lot of title changes. A lot of roster changes. We have an
Oh,
entire
okay.
charter of more people coming in. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
like, hey, ever hear the crew, the Bunny Gals? Like, they're gonna be in town. Like, they're gonna be hanging around. So if you're a fan of them, like, you got them to look forward to.
Oh, my sisters are coming in?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be on the first round or the. I don't know. We have more boats than ferries currently, so we're working it out.
Okay. Yes. Fantastic. Yeah, I haven't seen them in quite some time. I'm excited to see them again. And
Well, I'm sure they'd be excited to see you.
yeah.
We were a little all business earlier, so
Hey, perfect. All right, great. Yeah. Was there anything that you need? Patching up. I'm great with a scalpel and a bandage, as you're very well aware.
well, don't worry. I haven't jumped off an airship recently, so I'm all right.
Hey, okay, great.
No, I just think be warned, with the war efforts ramping up. We might have a couple more wounded that will start coming through. So if you can get a team together, I think that would be great for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I can round up a couple of the people that you brought in. Don't really want to keep Court Mage Zalnor too busy since he's got his own projects that you've set him on.
Yeah, we did. And they're not
Yeah.
exactly quick ones, you know.
Are we able to see this conversation going on?
You can see it down the street, yeah.
Cool. Can we? Can, I want to approach.
Okay.
Well, first I'm gonna look between Jean and Sita and like, you guys seen that? Hey, you two seen that?
Yeah.
What do you suppose they're talking about?
I'm not sure.
Wasn't what? Didn't she get lost or something?
Yeah, it's the one that we found who was revived also, remember?
Okay. I'm gonna approach. Like, hey. Oh, you're back. We were looking for you, sort of. We tried, anyways.
We found
Oh,
her.
well, why were you looking for me?
We thought something might have happened. You just vanished in the night. You know, I think, right? Right? Am I crazy?
Weird. Yeah, no. Don't remember anything like that. I've just been living everyday life, you know?
Oh,
Well, you said you were
where'd
gonna
go?
leave, but then you like thought about it and went, "Oh, wait, you had nowhere else to go, so you came back here." So like,
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really leave the island.
What do you?
were you like laying low for a bit then? Like nobody could find you at all.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, no, I just went upstairs in my shop and lied down for the night. And well, I contemplated, then lied down, and after a good old sleep, decides might as well just stay.
Didn't we go through her entire residence?
QB,
Yeah.
I imagine in this world there is some sort of background magic radiation, right? That kind of you have to be able to feel to pull from. Yeah,
Oftentimes, yes.
Actually,
wanna
wouldn't this
know
town
if
be
I
going
feel it
haywire
off
'cause
of
it's
her.
in a yacht?
It is going to be difficult since you are in a yacht. There's
Oh,
a lot of
shoot,
magic floating around. What is
Uh,
your magic accuracy?
my magic accuracy is 176.
All right. It is possible, but it will be a little difficult. Can you roll me a D100?
Helps if I type the command right.
Unfortunately,
Ooh, no, I'm hold up.
Okay.
No, this one is a.
This is a real shit.
Oh,
Hold
Jesus
on.
Christ.
Oh no!
You know what? It giveth, it taketh away.
Yeah.
Sniff.
Mm.
No snorfing for you today.
there
No
is
sniffing out magic.
there is too much interference to tell, and after you investigate a little bit further, no, absolutely nothing that would be suspicious. She's completely normal.
She's so normal.
When we went through her shop last time, we didn't ever go upstairs, did we?
I don't think so.
Can I take a look at the back of her neck while she's talking with Abby?
You sure
Yeah,
can. Can you
now
roll me an
we're-
awareness?
Now we're using context clues.
God damn it! Someone want to
Listen, Jasmine, let her hair down, girl. All right, you know she's gotta let them locks loose.
Yep, it's
Well-
true.
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow.
We have Forced to lock in, forced to dilly-dally.
The dice they were like,
We'll
all
give it a
right,
shot.
we're gonna work before the break. Now the break's over. Now we're exhausted. Good night, everybody.
Listen,
It is.
listen, we got the serious part out. Now we got to get the silly part out.
It's because I'm doing this for Natsu. Screw you. You're jeopardizing my luck.
Is this is when we're in the yacht? How is magic affected? Like if you cast magic, are we good? I know we're 3 years into this game, but I have to ask every time.
You can cast magic in a yacht. You just can't in a paling. So magic is basically it takes the mist around you, and to make the magic work. And when you're in a yacht, you just have a lot of magic around you, a lot of mist around you.
Okay. Since Senna and John are going in different directions,
Well, I haven't done anything, but
Oh, okay. You're just trying to. Okay, gotcha. Nonetheless, I'm on the same wavelength. I'm just gonna, while the chatting is, I'm just gonna drop my goggles on and just use scan, through my goggles.
We'll cut it off. We'll just have to put it as a.
that's a
Yes. So
that's a
Yeah.
clever one.
you cast scan, and you will find that Jasmine is a level 1 humanoid Viera, 40 HP, 6 MP, permanent zombie status.
There it is.
Oh.
There. Fucking is.
Damn it.
I will, in purposes of just flavor, I will hand my goggles over to Senna.
Didn't we determine that when scan happens, we all kind of see it, right? Or is this special?
Can we play
it
this one as
depends narratively
special?
Which she feels right, you know. But like, I think usually
Yeah.
scan makes like a window, a little thing, a readout.
Senna will take the goggles, and
Yeah,
she's not gonna
passing
put them
them around.
fully on. Like she's just gonna kind of hold them up as if she's with her hand there, and passes them back and gives Waylon a nod.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Behind Abby's back, by the way. We're passing it back and forth.
Yeah.
Who is completely oblivious, just like gabbing away, just about whatever.
Yeah. Everyone else exchanged very grim glances at one another.
This fucking
due time.
dipshit fear is completely unawares,
Mm-hmm.
which is really
This
funny
is-
for someone with a 91 awareness.
That's actually very funny. All right.
I mean, to be fair, I am kind of leading into one of the little background bits.
Senna's gonna lean into Waylon and just mention, just kind of whisper to an extent, I need to talk to you about what I've read in that book at some point.
Yeah, we'll
It's-
set the library up and have a discussion.
Yeah.
Hey, so like I'm talking as like the player. I'm just blanking entirely. This was the one that lived here originally, right?
Yes,
Yep.
this was
Okay,
the Viera
okay.
that was racist against Abby.
Okay,
And all
I
of
This
thought
is
it was...
your contact. This is your person.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but listen after.
Which
after
is really
years of
funny
talking
that
and-
you see this. Like,
yeah,
like I think Sean should be like immediately like
suspicious. but
sus as
also,
fuck.
yeah, I consider
gonna-
the last meeting, but also it is a considerable improvement. In,
It's like-
how she lives, but also
It's like an improvement of character.
she wouldn't.
But I don't know if it's
Quote,
supposed to be
unquote,
an improvement
lives.
of character.
She's better, but she shouldn't. But it's not. It's kind of awkward, isn't it? Heartbreaking. The worst magic you know has made an excellent point.
We
In that
are.
little whisper session with Waylon, Captain, how likely, feasible, whatever, would it be to run a census on the town? Do you have one to compare to?
Not really an official one. The only the last time a census was run was when The previous hearts were in charge, so we would need to find a runner. We can do that though. I agree. We need.
We should get a baseline one now, and we need to keep an eye on things.
Yeah, I agree. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can probably have Thurendal do it. She's good with numbers and writing. So.
Scan them before, just to be safe.
Okay. Yeah. Lots to do. Okay. Yeesh. Not good.
And you thought your problems abroad were bad. Imagine the problems on the streets of the hometown.
All right.
All right. Well, in that case, we are going to run a census, and I'm assuming you all want to talk to Mr. Court Mage Wallace Zelnor.
Mr. Court Mage Wallace Zelnor is going to have a discussion after me and Cinna and Jean have a discussion away from Abby about it's gonna be similar in tone when you got to put a dog down. It's, like, it's gonna be a really
Oh my
it's gonna be not
God.
good. Like, ooh, how are we gonna ooh.
Abby cheerfully going around town, like setting up resources and like
Yeah.
trying to get infrastructure off the ground.
Yeah. Abby's
So
walking
I
around
think we
like,
need
I
to
solved
kill these
racism.
motherfuckers.
And
Ah,
yeah, we're
damn.
on it, and we're like, I think we're gonna have to kill this one, Abby. I think this is not gonna run.
Shit.
Oh no.
Well, let's process all that trauma throughout the next 2 weeks, and next time on Steal the Skies, the Reverie.